I guess the first thing I should say is don't be afraid. I know things can look intimidating, like you see a bunch of big guys running around in armor, hitting people, and you're like, it can be intimidating. It's honestly pretty relaxing, and you get used to it very quickly. There's a few basic things that I can suggest to start with. The first step is, I guess, finding out what local groups there are. For example, our local area has got, I would say, 3 LARP groups that are currently on running. All of them are in the fantasy genre.
For new players, look, the main thing, it sounds a bit cliched, but just turn up and sort of get involved. I don't recommend new players to go out and buy a whole heap of armour and weapons and things like that before they trial the game. Because it's like anything, particularly if you're brand new to LARP, you've got to realise if you like it or not.
My recommendation would always be go look online. Quite often there will be Facebook groups operating for all of these different LARP sections, and so just go and Google around and see what LARP groups are in your local area.
The key thing with getting people into LARP is making it as accessible as possible. There is a website called the Australian LARP Directory, which runs off of Science and Swords. That would be my recommendation, because in that directory there's virtually all the LARPs.
If you're going to a battle game, for example, quite often they will have a role specifically for new players, and it's designed to help them have a chance to learn things, and you can naturally decide for yourself what you want to do. Often you can come in with a very introductory character to start with, and then you can start to develop them as time goes on. And especially the more interactions you have, the more developed it is.
Picking a character, it really, depending on the LARP, so some have set things that you need to determine, like skills and abilities. So characters are a very personal thing. With a live action battle game, sometimes you get away with not even having one. Like you can just be on Bob.
A big thing about LARP groups is that they're all really friendly guys and girls, and they're more than happy to help new players and guide them through what needs to be done.
I definitely made those.